guys, welcome back to my channel, Down the Rabbit Hole News. I am the Rabbit, guys. Shout out to you guys. I am doing better. Okay. I'm still, clearing out the lungs. I still can't sing, but I wasn't able to sing before. So, I mean, whatever. But, anyways, I'm getting there. So, I wanted to kind of bring maybe some, what's the word? Just a heads up on a couple things here and there as I'm reviewing Pacer for the civil case against Jeff Payne. Okay. So we know that the complaint was filed on January 15th, and then the summons was issued on January the 16th. And I'm showing you a copy of this summons here, just so everybody's aware. All right. Basically, giving notice that a lawsuit has been filed against you. I'm going to blur out Mr. Jeff Payne's address, of course, out of respect for the situation, but just giving you guys a heads up. And the law offices that's filing this lawsuit. Now, I want to go back a little bit, the activities that's been happening on the page, okay? And if you have a Pacer account, you guys know that you can see this, you can access this, gives you updates. We have a judge that's been assigned to this. And I figured, maybe this is information for us to have. And the judge's name is Eileen Cannon, Eileen M. Cannon.
This is Eileen Cannon, the federal judge in Florida randomly assigned to oversee the criminal case against Donald Trump in the classified documents investigation. But concerns over her impartiality are already clouding the proceedings. That's because she was nominated to the federal bench in the first place by then President Trump. 42-year-old Cannon was born in Cali, Colombia, and grew up in Miami. She credits her mother, who fled Cuba as a young girl, as her inspiration to get involved in the U.S. legal system.
To my loving mother, Mercedes Cuevas, who at the age of 7 had to flee the repressive Castro regime in search of freedom and security. Thank you for teaching me about the blessing it is this country and for the importance of securing the rule of law for generations to come.
She received her degree from Duke University and attended law school at the University of Michigan from 2005 to 2007. After graduation, she worked for several law firms across the country, including in D.C., Iowa, and Florida. She was officially confirmed by the U.S. Senate in November 2020. At the time of her appointment, she was a member of the Federalist Society, a conservative legal organization that is said to have influenced Trump's judicial nominations. Still, a solid resume from a qualified legal professional.
And this was assigned on the 15th. Everybody was notified. So give you guys a little bit of a 411, and you can find this on Google about who this judge is. Her name is Eileen Mercedes Cannon, is an American lawyer serving since 2020 as a United States federal judge in the district court for the Southern District of Florida. President Trump nominated and appointed Cannon to the federal bench after confirmation by the U.S. Senate in November of 2020, okay? And it sounds like she will be overhearing this specific matter, okay? Now, the rest of this activity here, I don't think it's anything too huge other than just letting the people know the activity that's been happening, like the summons that I just showed, and basically the clerk letting the attorney know about the filing, right? Like that they didn't attach the exhibits properly, just giving you guys a little heads up on that. And notice of practices in courts on sealing and redaction. And I had a thought about this because I was like, I wonder there's going to be any redaction of information for this case. If you guys know anything, the court can redact what it sees fit. But there was a notice here that was submitted on the 16th that I definitely missed, but I wanted to read out. Notice of court practices on sealing and retractions. And I guess this is just a forewarning for, the file for the attorneys and everybody involved. Okay. Notwithstanding with the requirements of local rule 5.4 and any protective orders, the parties are prohibited from filing anything under seal or from redacting any content from a court filing or exhibits/attachments, except for the personal data identifiers, okay? Unless the party with a stated interest in sealing redactions first seeks and obtains permission from the court via a motion for leave. The motion for leave must be filed after meaningful conferral with the opposing party and be filed publicly except as authorized by court order. So basically the notice is that any redactions or sealings need to go through the judge before anything makes sense. You need a judge's permission for just about anything when it comes to this. I had a thought about this too. I was wondering, outside of just personal information like addresses and things like that, like what will there be any sealing? I don't know, like if Rogelio Nor is intended to have anything sealed, which I don't think that that's the case because he wants to be able to clear his name in the eyes of the media, and he's using, in my opinion, TMZ to do so. I don't think that it's something that he's very hard pressed to do, if you know what I mean. Like he's not wanting to seal unless, but Jeff Payne can file for that, right? So I wanted to give you guys a heads up because Julia had said, "Hey, have you looked into any updates on this?" And I hadn't. And then when I saw this, I realized, oh, this is just like the technical stuff. So if you're in Pacer and you're looking at what's happening, it's really just technical. There's no new filings. There hasn't been a response yet, other than the summons and the complaint, and then the judge basically making an appearance and letting everybody know who is what. What do you guys think though? Because this does kind of make me wonder about this notice of court practices on sealing and redactions. I would, at the very least, on the civil side, I would really appreciate it if there was no redactions. You know what I mean? So so that the information's out there, but I can understand and respect if there needs to be. In your opinion, and this is just a question, do you feel like that in the U.S. part on the civil side, things should be a little bit out in the open? What do you guys think about that? And I mean, now that we know who the judge is, I'm kind of wondering about the judge too and what her track record is. Are we going to see what we're going to see in Argentina over there? I mean, over there is the criminal case, right? But are there going to be judges that are connected with friends and, different things? Are we going to see this here? I don't know, man. Corruption happens everywhere. Yeah. It's everywhere. It doesn't matter whether it's in the US or Argentina or whatever other country. There's corruption everywhere, y'all. There really is. Guys, let me know what you guys think in the comments. And if you find out any more information about the judge, what do y'all think? Have you heard of this judge? Did she sit on a case that you're familiar with? Let me know. I'll see you guys on the next one. Rabbits out.